Welcome back to the 513 podcast. I'm Nick Nickel, also known as Bengals Storm. I'm here without any co-hosts today, but I'm here with a very special guest, Princeton wide receiver, track and field alumni, sixth-round pick, Andrei Iosivas. How you doing today, man?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. Nice pronunciation too, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Great having you on. Great having you in Cincinnati. Can't wait to see what you do during training camp. But yeah, let's get on with these questions, shall we?
Definitely.
All right, so first question I have for you today is can you explain how the draft process went for you and why and like did Cincinnati show any interest before you got drafted and how did it feel when you finally got that phone call?
Yeah, so actually like a week before the draft, I took a 30 visit to the Bengals. It was actually my only visit that I had that wasn't a local day. So I went to like the Giants local day, Jets local day, and Eagles local day, but that's just because I was in their vicinity. But the Bengals were the only one who reached out and wanted me to fly out and meet the staff. And so I kind of figured from that point that they were pretty interested in me. Um, and that was a good feeling because I really liked, Coach Troy and everyone that I met on that visit. And then during the draft, I was hoping for the best, expecting the worst, kind of just so my mind would be all right, just in case things didn't go the way I wanted them to go. I did like the Bengals a lot, but they took Charlie in the fourth. So I kind of didn't expect them to take another receiver because they're so stacked already in that room. You know what I mean? So I was a little bit I didn't know where I was going to go, to be honest. I had the Saints talking to me a little bit, but they were talking to me about getting me once I was undrafted. So I had low expectations of being drafted at that point, but they took me in the sixth round and I was super ecstatic and happy because they were the only ones who really, took me out on a visit and made me feel like family. So I was really happy about that.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to have you a part of Cincinnati and with what you said, Charlie Jones. How has it been working with him so far?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, him and I have definitely gotten really close over the time that we've been in Cincinnati. We're always working out, running through plays, doing our little stretching after. He does like do a lot more than me. But I have a little hip routine, stretching routine that I go through at the end of the days, and we do them together. So we've gotten really close over this past, like 2 months that I've been down there.
Yeah, man. I mean, to be honest, I think many fans expected to us draft one wide receiver, really, and then we go out and double dip in the draft pool, get you
Right.
and Charlie. So, I mean, everyone's excited to see it because of how athletic you are. Can you speak about that? How your athleticism and your speed can like help your game and your skill set?
I mean, yeah, just being a great athlete helps in any sport, and I think the sport that helps the most in is obviously track. I mean football. I mean track helps with football. Being athletic on the track just shows my football athleticism as well. Bending, jumping, running. Running down kickoffs. Like how fast can I get down there? I'm big, strong, and fast. I can shed blocks. Weave through people. So I know that my role this year will probably have to be a lot on special teams, and I don't mind that. I just want to contribute as much as I can. And eventually, if that translates to me getting on the field as a receiver, that's always the ultimate goal. But I'm just taking it one step at a time.
Yeah, man. What you're speaking about track and field was my next question. Can you talk about the events you did in it and how it helped translate your game to the NFL?
Sure. So the event I did indoors is called the heptathlon, which is what a lot of people know me for, and then outdoors is called the decathlon. So that's like the actual event, but I only did one outdoor season, so I'm more known for the heptathlon. So indoors, it's 7 events. So it's the 60-meter dash, the shot put, the long jump, and the high jump. Then the second day is the 60-meter hurdles, the pole vault, and the 1,000-meter run. So it's like basically a culmination of track and field.
How did you? I want to know what you get in shot put.
I think my PR was like almost 16 meters. I'm not sure what that is in feet though. I had to change to the meter system once I got to college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did track and field. Shot put, not my best year. That's all I'm gonna say. Only got 33 feet.
Okay.
Discus 110 feet,
Okay.
and don't look up my running time.
Okay, I won't.
But moving back to the NFL, how has it been working with such one of the best wide receiver cores in the NFL? Chase, Higgins, Boyd, Trenton, Stanley, all those guys.
Yeah, they've been really nice to me. I mean, T. Jamar, the guys who are like the stars, and they're still really down to earth. So that was really nice to see. And yeah, Stan and Trent have been really nice to me too. I spend a lot more time with Stan just because he's the backup X right now. So we're always in line with me, him, and Jamar, and we're always just talking story, just making jokes and stuff like that. So it's been a really good room to be a part of, and I'm glad I'm part of it.
Yeah, man. I mean, every like article and journalist just says, yeah, this is the best wide receiver core in the NFL. And then just add you and Charlie to it, just made it somehow even better. So, yeah. Moving on. Next question I have: how has it been being developed by Zach Taylor, Brian Callahan, and the wide receivers coach Troy?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really good. They know that we're all just learning, but they also expect us to learn at a fast pace and a high level. So this was a good introductory period. Coach Troy is really hard on us in a good way, though. Kind of like he wants to get the most out of us, so he expects the most from us. And, everyone has been really supportive, but also we're held to a high standard. So I like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, one of the best coaching groups in the NFL. So get developed while you can before they all get hired as head coaches somewhere else.
Right,
But
exactly.
yeah,
You got to take everything in.
but oh man, I just blanked on my next. Oh yeah. So next question I have: how has it been with the cornerback matchups? Has it been like a favorite one you've had so far?
Um, I mean, they're all really good. I mean, I think I'm holding my own out there pretty well. I think people were, oh, he's jumping from the Ivy League to the NFL, but I think I'm doing fine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think for me, there's not, they're obviously bigger, faster, stronger, but I don't really. I just play my game and I'm doing well. Um, Someone who, I mean, we've only done 7-on-7 for like 1 week, so it's not a good. I haven't had enough reps to really make that kind of opinion or statement yet.
All right. And one other question I have with the cornerbacks: do you think if you had a 40-yard dash against DJ Turner, do you think you'd win?
I know. I mean, obviously the times for them speak for themselves, but I think if you line up on, racing somebody is a little bit different. So I think I'm more experienced in that department. So I think it would be a fun race, to be honest. And I also think my 40 time was faster than 4:43, but it's fine.
I mean, there were a lot of people that looked faster on their like actual film than their 40 times. So I'm just when I saw it, I was like, yeah, there's no way that's it. It's way faster watching your film. But so next question I have is, do you have any other personal goals for this season, or any like team specific goals you got?
Well, for the team goal is obviously to win a Super Bowl, and personal goal to help in any way that I can to be an impact on that Super Bowl team. Um, and like I said before, like individually, I want to help this team any way that I can, and just become the best player that I can be, so that I don't have any doubts once I'm done with my career. Hopefully, far in the future.
Yeah, man. I mean, pray that we get a Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
Been waiting for a long time for that, but
Hey, we're up there, man. Like, we have a really strong team, so I'm excited to see where we'll go.
more of a personal question on this. Do you have a like favorite play you had in college, and can you like explain why it is?
My favorite play, there's two. I'll do from this recent year. I had a touchdown, like a slant that I took like 70 yards to the house. I caught it over the middle and then just sprinted past all the defenders. That was probably like the fastest I've ever run on a football field since like I was 9 years old. So it was pretty fun, just burning everybody. And then I think from my junior year, I had this one play. It was like 3rd and 22. We were down by a touchdown against Monmouth, and there wasn't really much we could do. It was the fourth quarter, and so they just threw it up to me, and I mossed this kid, like just took it off his head, and it put us into touchdown range, and we got the touchdown, and eventually ended up winning the game on a field goal. So yeah, that was a pretty awesome moment.
That sounds way too similar to Jamar Chase against Kansas City. 3rd and 22. F it. He's down there somewhere, and then he mosses them for a first.
Right.
Oh, that's great, man.
Thank you.
So, one of my last questions I have for you is someone I have to ask every player that comes on here. How have you been so far in the locker room at ping pong and cornhole?
Ping pong, the only person I've really been playing is Charlie. And he's not on my level at all. He beats me every once in a while, but I would say 85% of the games I'm
Right.
beating him. The only other person I played is Brad Robbins. He's pretty good too. I haven't played him in a while though, but I think we're on a similar wave. Me and him usually team up against Charlie and Jordan Battle, if we do doubles. Cornhole I haven't played too much of, but I know I'm pretty good at it. I hit a couple sinkers every now and then, so I think if someone were to want to play, I would be up for it for sure.
Dude, I don't know why. Every time I ask this, ever since I interviewed Brad, they say, "Oh yeah, I've played Brad." Because he said about his story of losing to Trenton 21-3. I think he's trying to hustle people now.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, Brad gets around and plays a lot of people. He has a lot of energy, and he's a super charismatic guy. So that's not a far-fetched thing to say.
Yeah, I mean, does seem very likely with that. But I think that's all I have for you today, man. You got anything to say to Houday Nation?
I'm excited to be a Bengal, and I'm gonna do everything I can to help this team win and to be the best football player I can this year. So let's do it.
Well, thanks for coming on, Andre, and thank you for listening to the 513 podcast. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow Andre on his socials and watch as he makes the 53 and hopefully makes a huge impact on this 17-0 Super Bowl run.
Appreciate it. Thank you.